So I think Ybor is really the heart of Tampa.
Everyone knows about Ybor. If you go to Tampa Bay, you know about Ybor.
Ybor is really what was the seed for Tampa to be what it is today.
For Ybor, you just think of it as a fun, open, everyone is accepted.
I just think that the energy is it's just electrifying in Ybor, and they love just to see art.
It's a melting pot for the straight community, gay community, drag community, all communities. There's one spot where you can just basically go down there and be yourself, and I love that about it.
That's a major accomplishment. When people can live freely and be who they are without fear or judgment, that's a major accomplishment for any community. That's something that the whole city should be proud of, because that's not just unique to Ybor, although I think the seeds of that diversity started right here in Ybor. I really do believe that.
Being gay, you're not really exposed to, at least I wasn't, exposed to a lot of places that are very welcoming and accepting. And I think a lot of us all can relate in the community that we just want to be safe and feel safe and be proud of who we are. And I think Ybor provides a great safe space for a lot of us.
I know I have a place to go. I know I have a place that I can see who I call family, a family that was created, a family that was built.
I felt a heaviness removed because I had finally, I think for the first time, found my true authentic self and who I was and what my purpose was. The community has been so open and inviting and welcoming.
It's a surprising community, and I think anybody who lives in Ybor will tell you that. It's not what you think.
I think what I'd like to share to anybody who does not know much about drag or who is looking to learn more about drag is that just like any one of your jobs that you have to work time and time and time again over to get good at, we have to do the same thing. There is so much more than just seeing us for 5 minutes on stage. There is so much money. There is blood, sweat, and tears that go into doing this art form. And I thoroughly hope that people's perceptions continue to grow and their minds continue to open and people begin to really appreciate all the work and time and dedication that goes into being a drag queen. And honestly, I hope you tip us.
Drag is self-expression. It is an art form.
Drag is the ever-changing art form of art.
The ultimate gender bending through makeup, through costume, hair.
Someone who was able to tell a story through song or through action or through movement and be able to convey that message to the masses where they're basically shedding layers and becoming this persona that the audience loves. Start of the drag community goes back to about 50 plus years. We kind of forced our way into the Ybor City community. We had some great entertainers coming through, Desiree DeMornay, Esme Russell, Joy Brooks, some great people who were the forefront of us having a drag community period in Tampa, let alone in Ybor City, where we're all comfortable hanging out now as the drag performers that we are today.
Well, the drag community didn't exist when I was growing up. There was no drag community here. The drag community didn't get here until Ybor was gone. This all died over the 70s. This completely just died out. You would walk into Ybor and there was nothing here. It was like, it looked like an old Western where the buildings are still there, but everybody's now gone. And it was like a few shops here and there, but it wasn't like it was. You know, during the daytime it was cute, but at night there was no nightlife here. Like, you know, in the 60s, there was a lot of nightlife. In the 50s, there was a lot of nightlife. There wasn't that in the 70s and early 80s. There was no nightlife here.
Ybor City was just known as a very scary place to be. It's a place you didn't want to go to, and you definitely didn't want to hang out in.
The drag community developed very slowly at Ybor City. It took a long time. It took many, many years really for it to even be noticed. Drag was a secret. When you talked about drag, it was something that people saw as embarrassing, not only publicly, but in families. So by the time that the first drag bar opened up in Ybor, which was the only bar, which was El Goya.
It was a gay bar known throughout the Southeast United States. It had 5 unique bars and 1 restaurant inside there.
Shows with productions and huge feather headpieces, and it was very Las Vegas.
Thousands of people were coming through the doors every month, but nobody wanted to talk about that. There was no press for us. There was no newspaper articles. So the city knew about us, but didn't want to talk about us. It was like a secret, you know, but it wasn't a secret. We were all out in the open. We were doing shows there.
So, I mean, drag queens have always, and trans women or trans people have always been the start of any rights movement for the queer community and for the LGBTQIA plus community.
A whole lot of it had to do with Mark and Carrie, because not just being icons in the Tampa community, they're the whole Tampa Bay community. And one of the things that they did was they founded the Ybor Coalition, which supported gay businesses in Ybor.
It was enjoyment of coming together, the excitement of seeing something expand, the growth and the excitement of the achievement that all of us together did and can come together.
So I don't believe that the majority of people know sort of the close-knit family that the drag queens are. In some instances, I would venture to say they are each other's family, you know, the only family that they may have.
So this community was, oh my God, it was like the most important thing in my life. They were like if you're a drowning man and somebody throws you a raft, you jump on that raft, you just want to live. And that's what it felt like. I think that had I not found the drag community and the LGBT community, I think that I would have probably died.
For most of us that have been in the scene, it is a home. I mean, it is a home feeling.
But also, I think a part of the drag queen community that many people are unaware of is the philanthropic portion of that community, and really the way that they give back.
I think people view us as leaders of the community.
There's a lot of them who are running nonprofits on the side that do a lot of the activism and education work that is really needed in our community.
That's what we're out there for, to be the hope and beacon of the gay voice and basically be that advocate and mentor the youth and bring them up and let them know that they are loved, they have a future. When you think of drag, I want you to think of freedom. Freedom of speech, freedom of expression, freedom to be who you are.
A lot of people think drag is about sexuality, and it's not. It's just self-expression, and it's an art form. That's it. I am human.
I'm a fighter.
I'm a voice.
I am art.
I'm a mother of 2 wonderful sons.
I'm an advocate.
I'm an educator.
I'm a person for my community.
I am worthy to be here. My life matters.
I am Fatalia, and I'm Christina White.
I'm Trevor James.
I am Jade Embers.
I am Juno Vibrance.
I am Gabrielle Santi.
I'm Carrie West.
And my name is Nancy Desmond.
I'm the mayor of the city of Tampa. I'm Jane Castor.
I am Esme Russell, but I am Sonia Torres.